Hey, how's it going, everyone? David here, and welcome to another reaction. This episode, we are diving into The Good Place, Season 3, Episode number 7, called The Worst Possible Use of Free Will. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. Episodes extra early over there as well. With that being said, just a quick reminder when it comes to the show. I know it's extremely difficult. It's obviously not on your guys' behalf, but on, me and my brother. It's really hard to get content up that doesn't get blocked. It almost seems as though YouTube blocks everything until they take a look at it. So we do so many shows. It's been extremely tough getting shows up and on time and then on a scheduled basis. And I know that doesn't, pertain to you guys. It's all on our end. Just know that we are trying our best to, get as many videos out as possible and on time as we possibly can. So I do apologize for that. And I also thank you guys for, your patience. And I know it's obviously something that it's not ideal, you know what I mean? And so the fact that you guys are as awesome as you are and support us still through it, we do appreciate it. So I just wanted to say that. But nonetheless, when it comes to this episode, I'm expecting them to dive into some sort of what Michael told Eleanor in the previous episode, that her and Chidi have fell in love. And one of the, or actually he said quite a few of the, the, what do you even call it? Like the little, every time they were going through it again, I don't know what you call it, but anyways, I'm drawing a blank. And they actually, in one of those, attempts, there we go. One of those attempts, said I love you to each other, and that's just something that they don't say very often. And so I think she mentioned that she has never loved anything in her life, and so it's a big deal. And so I'm pretty sure that we're going to touch up on that in some way, shape, or form. And so with that, I'll leave it to it. Buckle your seatbelts, let's ride.
All I have in the poetry section is Jeff Foxworthy books.
Well, we needed someplace deserted, and there's no place more deserted than a public library in Arizona.
Fine. Have a seat.
It's an afterlife
Luckily,
memory, though.
before we shut the
Eleanor,
neighborhood
let it
down,
go.
Janet saved a complete record of all the reboots. Put those
The reboots. That's what I was trying to say during the intro. My bad, guys.
looking a little better.
Dude, that was creepy. That was just 3 seconds of it?
Question. Did I look hot bald? Quine. That's what I call St. Thomas Aquinas.
3 months of philosophy class, and you're already...
Look at that, man. Like a perfect married couple.
High school voted me most likely to die young and unaccomplished.
You did die young and
Fair enough.
Put those back.
Yo, seriously.
My favorite 4 residents.
Pick a pet?
Don't tell the others.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Pick a Pet Day.
Dude, we can get mythical animals. Maybe I'll get a penguin.
Penguins are real.
Scared, Eleanor. They're real to me too.
Yo, something is seriously wrong with Jason, dude.
Half takes on the image of its companion.
Greetings. I am Tihania, goddess of beauty.
No. No, I couldn't do that.
Should I take
That
the
would
cutest
annoy
puppy,
me.
or is that...
Tarantula squid. Tarantula squid. Tarantula squid. Tarantula squid.
I'll take the owl.
Check
Yo,
it out.
yo,
Janet
seriously,
made a
the
little
owl?
cowboy hat.
What I'm talking
Isn't that
about.
Stupid. Cheating. Hello. And caring I am, or I'm gonna rip off your demon head and shove it up whatever's where your butt should be. Roll it.
Man, she is determined.
Oh, lizard was a perfect choice. What's the word? Judgmental. With whom can I speak about acquiring new shoes? You can't expect me to walk around in these flats all day like some common glue factory hobo horse.
Eleanor, you were looking for me?
Yeah.
She's
so
literally Tahani.
Chidi chose an owl. Why? Is it unflattering? I can change.
Guys, here found my lizard.
Oh my
He
god.
was just
Look
out
at
there
the
like 1 second
penguin.
ago.
No big deal. Janet can
Bortles
find him.
jersey.
No, I can't risk it.
But don't worry. We'll find him. Michael and Janet are
Oh,
busy
big moment about to
transporting
happen.
anyway, so they didn't even notice you weren't there.
Holy crap, you're supposed to be flying right now.
It's
Big
no
moment.
Deal. I just decided I'd rather be
With you.
helping you.
Oh,
Then
okay.
soaring through the air like an owl?
So listen, guys.
No, you! Listen, We just went to Mindy St. Clair's, and when she wasn't trying to trick us into having a threesome, she filled us in on everything that you've been up to.
Why I didn't want to give you your memories back. I didn't want you to see how cruel I used to be. Plus, I wore a lot of French cuff shirts back then. I thought it made me look classy. But it's all embarrassing. I'm different now, I promise. I'll swear on a Bible like you humans do. You and Sheedy in close proximity because I needed you to drive each other crazy. But I never intended for you to fall in love.
Once you made us bond, the romance was inevitable. It's a basic reality show playbook. No such thing as free will.
We're closing up soon, guys.
Yeah, can we just have 15 minutes? We're kind of in the middle of something.
I'd take off if I were you. Second we close, they use this place to shoot pornos.
Whoa. Whoa. That got crazy.
Maybe I do.
Anticipate. Easy. Okay, here's a perfect example.
Oh.
The very first attempt.
Dude.
Lower.
What?
Yelling. You're.
And you decided to sacrifice yourself to help him. That wasn't me pulling a string or manipulating you.
Here you go,
In fact, it
Michael.
was the last thing I
There
wanted.
you go.
Ruin my whole bubble? Yes. Is he in pain? Almost certainly. Will he ever get out? No. However, wrong one.
I'm about to say, whoa.
Worth watching. It's great, but not the one I was thinking. It's probably 445. In the shower, your first concert was Bare Naked Ladies, and
How
have
don't you wash your
frequent
feet in the
sex
shower?
dreams about Sam the Eagle from the Muppets. Devised a 15 million point plan to torture you. You
And it
made
never
choices
worked,
I
man.
never saw coming.
It never
I call
worked.
that
By a bunch of super intelligent tarantula squids who are torturing them.
This is exactly how I feel every time I watch this show. Trying to predict what's going on.
everything about you. Remember? Including that nothing scares you more than vulnerability.
Whatever.
Yo,
who
this
even
episode is
cares?
getting
I do.
real.
Because if
You might want to head out too. We're closing soon, and the second we do, they use this place to shoot porn.
Holy crap. Arizona's the place of porn, apparently, man.
Scared about what it all meant, and I went back to one of my favorite moves. Turn on the old blame hose. This is all your fault.
apology accepted.
Take the Soul Squad to the next level somehow.
What do you mean?
You're right.
Like what?
We need to find someone who can serve as a blueprint for humanity.
Her calf brushed up against my tongue. I licked her leg. I was kicked out.
It's not real. It's someone way cooler.
Who though?
Hey, everybody out of...
She is.
Ask Michael how many times he rebooted them. He's lying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're way past that.
Took forever.
Where am
She's
I?
been out for a
What was I
while.
in there?
Yes. That's exactly what I did.
Well, we all helped.
Shut up, Glenn.
Glenn, you better get the hell out of that door. All right, man. Season 3, episode number 7 of I almost said The Walking Dead. Wow. The Good Place. Oh man, I feel like that was an episode that really dove into a lot of things that Eleanor goes through. And to be honest, it was one of those episodes that sure there was funny, but it definitely, I feel like it hit on a different level. It just, for some reason, we got to see, obviously, a lot of the memories and the reboots that were going on. But we got to see that she's very much someone that is afraid to admit that she was in love. It's too good to be true. There's no way someone was pulling strings, this and that. Like she's almost in denial because of the way that she was raised, because of the way that, she went about life. There's no way that Eleanor could fall in love. There's no way that Eleanor could ever feel for someone more than herself and all this good stuff. And we got to see that. And so like the cool thing is that like Michael's breaking it down in a way that I never thought would even happen in this show. I mean, to be honest, us being on Earth again was never anything that crossed my mind. So, I mean, the show has already done things that I never thought were going to happen. But, you know, to see Eleanor, you know, sort of admit, well, you know, Michael bringing it to her attention and then her agreeing to it, that, you know, she doesn't like the feeling of being vulnerable. And I think that's like something that a lot of people deal with in our world, you know what I mean? And so I don't know, I found it cool. And the fact that they kind of limited everyone else's screen time in this episode, I would have like hated it before, but for some reason, like what we were talking about in this episode was so cool that it didn't bother me, like not even a slight bit. Like I thought it was actually really sort of unique and awesome that we just sat down and saw memories and just, oh, I don't know, for some reason it was just a fun ass episode, man. It was literally a fun episode. And so obviously at the end, you know, Michael or Eleanor mentions, was it Eleanor? I think it was Michael. Michael mentions that why don't we, you know, find someone that's such on a high pedestal, it seemed like, and try to use that person to open up the eyes of everyone else, make sure that they all get good points. In a sense, it's kind of like I wouldn't say a charity event, but I mean, it's advertisement in a sense. They're going to use somebody as advertisement to get the whole world to go to the good place, in a sense. Like they're going to get everyone to try to get as many points as they possibly can and be better people to go to the good place eventually. And so I don't know where we're going with all this. I feel like the guy in Michael's office with the picture frame, it's Doug or something like that. I feel like he's going to play some weird ass, like he's going to play some factor in this. Like they show his face way too much for someone we'd never come across, unless it's the director of the show itself or somebody that's just higher up in the, you know, behind the scenes stuff of the show. There's got to be a pull there. There's got to be something with him. So, I mean, that's something that I'm kind of expecting at some point. There's only 4 seasons of this, I believe. Yeah, which we're getting pretty close to that. Yeah, so I mean, there's got to be some sort of pull from him, but nonetheless, you know, we didn't really have a moment with Chidi and Eleanor in the real world on Earth. But I think it's slowly, I think Michael opened her eyes to, you know, the possibility of loving and the possibility of letting her guard down and being vulnerable, let someone in and to love. And so that's all cool stuff. The only other thing I had to say about this episode is what is up with Arizona and why do they have a fascination with shooting porn after every business closes down? I mean, obviously that's probably not something that really occurs, but it was just really funny in the storyline. It's literally the library, a diner. I mean, these are places you don't think about those things, but nonetheless, a good episode. I'd hate to give this one an 8. You know what? I'm going to give it a 9. And I know that sounds probably really crazy. I'm going to give it a 9. And the reason why is because I think it deserves a 9 in a different way. You know, it deserves a 9, not for the funny or not for, you know, necessarily an episode that had a lot of cool parts in it. It's just, I feel like it was a real episode. You know what I mean? An episode that it just buckle in and you get, like, we're getting told shit, and excuse my language, we're getting told shirt. You know, things that we deal with in everyday life. And so not everyone, but, you know, some people deal with these kind of things. And so the fact that, I don't know, maybe the way I'm taking it is more on a therapeutic route than anything else. But no, it was real refreshing to see and to just hear and to see Eleanor. Like, I've always thought that Eleanor, you know, always made improvement every episode. And so the fact that we got to see it a little bit again, I don't know, it's just refreshing, man. It's just like, it's cool to see her be a good person, especially because we're used to her being so not a good person, and just realizing how much Chidi helped her I don't know, man. It's real cool. But that's the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to head on over to Patreon for all those good stuff over there. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. All that good stuff. But with that being said, I will catch you guys later. Peace, guys.